My name's Olivia, and Jesus Christ, the one true living God, met me in the middle of a witchcraft ritual. This is Tattoo Tour Part 2. It's probably going to be Part 3 because I have a lot of tattoos to cover, but we're going to keep going. So go back to Part 1 if you haven't seen it yet. The next one is this. It's kind of hard to show. So it's a candy heart, and it says Zeph, Z-E-F. If you guys aren't familiar, there is a rave rap group in South Africa called Die Antwoord. It's spelled like Die Antwoord, and they're crazy. And I was really into them when I was first getting into the rave scene, the festival scene. I went to a lot of their shows, and this phrase, Zeph, Z-E-F, it means white trash fancy. So you can tell where I was in my life at that time. So the next piece I'm going to show you is this right here. This is a bass drop. If you are a former bass head, festival kid, raver, you know what this is. This is for the EDM artist Bassnectar, who is, their music is just super out there and a lot of psychedelic use. So again, in the depths of my music festival rave life, I got this. I was super into it. I also have an Excision tattoo right here. So I was way more into Excision than I was Bassnectar, but I just really liked the bass drop. I was all about the bass drop. So Excision is another EDM artist that I was pretty much obsessed with. So music festival life, wild, a lot of promiscuity, a lot of drug use, a lot of new agey stuff going on at these types of festivals. This is a Triceratops skull that I got because in the midst of my obsession with Excision, I also became obsessed with dinosaurs because the festival, music festival Excision puts on is called Lost Lands, and it's all dinosaur themed. So that's where that came from. The next piece I'm going to show you guys is this. So this is a UFO covered in eyes. I think it's interesting because when we look biblically in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, Ezekiel has an encounter with a throne of God, and these cherubim come and they are covered in eyes. So I very much am of the persuasion that aliens are demons. I know in Ezekiel what comes, it's from the throne room. It's the 4 living creatures with the 4 faces, but there is also a wheel within a wheel that is covered in eyes. So I just think it's interesting that I was so drawn to this, a UFO that's covered in eyes. I definitely believe there's some connections there with the spirit realm. And so it's just a UFO, like this beam coming down, all this just wild stuff in the background. And then what do we have here? Mushrooms and crystals, of course. So mushrooms representing the psychedelics that I used to be super into, seeking God, seeking encounter, seeking the spirit realm, and then of course crystals, because I was a new age witch and I was really into crystals. I would use them for manifestation purposes. I would build crystal grids in my house. I had altars built all throughout my house that I would have crystals on. I would have, like a bowl of water. I would have a dried flower representing the elements. I would have, I'm trying to think, I would have little statues. Literally, I would have idols. I would have deities in my room. It grieves my spirit. It makes me want to throw up thinking about it because that is so anti-Christ. It's just spits in the face of Jesus. And so repented, washed, cleansed in the blood. Hallelujah. So this is one of the last pieces that I got as well. And so you can just see where I was at, super into ufology, crystals, mushrooms, all of it, psychedelics. And I'm going to make a video soon about channeling. If any of you guys don't know what channeling is, it's when a person opens themselves up to the influence of a spirit, a demonic entity, allows that entity to come into their body and speak to them and speak through them. I did that daily. That was a part of my witchcraft practice. And a lot of the entities that I would commune with revealed themselves to me as aliens. So that's why I got this. I was very into it. So that's some of the pieces on my right arm here. So stay tuned for the next one.